In the village of Stewart Manor, there was a 9/11 memorial that needed to be revitalized. Stephen Giammona, a 16-year-old Chaminade High School junior and Eagle Scout, spent 3 years and raised money on his own time to redo the memorial. Stephen was born 1 month after his uncle, Vincent Giammona, an FDNY lieutenant, died on September 11th.
My original idea for my Eagle Scout project was a way to kind of connect with my community, give back to my community. Because I've lived in Stewart Manor my entire life and it's treated me very well. In trying to find a way to give back, I decided to tie it into another element of my life, which is 9/11.
The memorial in front of Stewart Manor Village Hall now includes a steel beam from the World Trade Center, a new base, and plaques honoring those who died.
One thing that I have really been blown away by doing this project is how tightly knit the community really is.
Sophia Hall, WCBS News Radio 880.
A Chaminade High School student spent his summer putting the finishing touches on a monument honoring those who lost their lives on September 11th, and they include an uncle he never met. News 12's Amy McGorry has the story.
He was such an amazing person and a role model, and somebody that I truly want to emulate.
Stephen Giammona never met his uncle Vinny Giammona. He was an FDNY captain who died a month before he was born when the Twin Towers collapsed on September 11th. Stephen decided to honor his uncle and the other victims by building a monument and enhancing Stewart Manor's 9/11 memorial on Chester Avenue as part of his Eagle Scout project.
Tried to capture that visceral emotion.
Emotion the high schooler helped his father deal with during that difficult time.
So those early months were very dark times. They were very tough times. And then he was born, and I always felt he helped me in a lot.
Stephen is putting the finishing touches on the monument, and he hopes it will help his community heal.
When he was up at the job site, people were naturally curious, so they would come and they would talk to him, and then another resident would come and talk to him, and then they would start talking, and they would share their stories.
The monument consists of a piece of steel from the World Trade Center given to the Stewart Manor Fire Department.
I was born a month after. I didn't see the events directly, so I didn't have that where I was on 9/11 moment, and I know that everybody else in my generation hasn't either.
Stephen says to help personalize this memorial and help raise funds for this project, he sold engraved memorial pavers that lie around the monument.
Love and honor will prevail.
And as we approach the 17th anniversary of the terror attacks, Stephen can't help but think about the uncle he never knew.
One thing I would hope is that he's proud.
Amy McGorry, News 12, Long Island.
And the unveiling ceremony will be at 6:30 p.m. on September 11th. If you'd like to purchase a memorial paver, just go to news12.com for more information.
Of course, one thing that always helps people as they are grieving the loss of a loved ones, as people are still doing here on 9/11, is being together as a community. And that is one thing that a local Boy Scout is hoping to do for his community for years to come. Stephen Giammona was born October of 2001, 1 month after the terrorist attacks and 1 month after the death of his uncle Vincent Giammona. The FDNY lieutenant was off that day for his 40th birthday, but when he heard about the attack, he, like so many others, ran to help. He went into the North Tower and was never seen again.
Unfortunately, I know my story isn't very unique, as everybody around here in this area has lost somebody, whether it be a friend or a family member.
So the high school junior decided for his Eagle Scout project, he would revitalize an old 9/11 memorial outside Stewart Manor Village Hall.
I would like this to become sort of a center point for Stewart Manor, a place where we really can call ourselves a community.
Stephen has been working on the project for the past 3 years.
Stephen raised funds to cover the cost of the project by selling engraved memorial pavers. So he went door to door last year at this time, hand-delivered flyers to every home in Stewart Manor, about 600 homes. Any free time he has, he's up here, he's digging, he's mixing cement.
The memorial has a new flagpole and flag, a new base of granite and bluestone donated by local businesses, a refurbished plaque, and will feature a piece of steel from the towers donated by the Village of Stewart Manor Fire Department. Stephen says he can't take all the credit. He says the community helped him every step of the way.
I'm overwhelmed, honestly. I was not expecting this much support.
Stephen took a somber day with a somber event, and he made it a very, very positive event. In other words, he's sharing it with the community. Come share with me. Look what we did. Let's reflect. Let's remember.
There will be a large unveiling ceremony for the memorial at 6:30 tonight. Hundreds of people are expected to attend. For now, we're live at Point Lookout. I'm Kristen Thorne, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.